Michigan, Waldo Stadium. EA Sports College Football just about a month into the season, and we are ready for this Week 4 clash. It's the Boise State Broncos and the Western Michigan Broncos. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Thanks, guys. I did check in with the Boise State head coach before the game. He said these kind of matchups are always fun when he's going against a former Nick Saban assistant. As you know, they have a pretty famous text chain of guys who came up under coach. They have some similarities, but they have some differences. What I do know, it's always a good game when these guys match up. Back to you.
All right, Holly. The Broncos will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Western Michigan's offense will go to work first. And we get our first look of the day at Brock Lowry. Last time out, a solid day and a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores. Now in motion. On the run, it's Buckley. They come out strong, stopping for no gain on the opening play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield, it's Lowry. Oh, they're after him. Makes the catch. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Blue 22. Blue 22. Where'd he go? Where did he go? Where'd he go?
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Brooks. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. The Broncos with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Buckley. Here's a little room there. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up.
Looking for the end zone. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
It's not an easy throw to hit, I will say. A dagger throw, it takes time to develop. You really got to sell the route. The quarterback has got to put that in an area and anticipate the throw. Just not on the same page with his receiver on that one.
Finds his big tight end.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
Here comes the seventh play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. Back to throw, it's Lowry. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Middle of the end zone, he's got it. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
And this is the part of the field where you gotta love to have the big tight ends. These guys are used all over the field now. Find those mismatches. Palmer, nice throw, nice catch.
Man, I remember a time when tight ends were good for 5-yard out routes and blocking. How nice is it to have a guy with this guy's size and speed to stretch the field vertically, get into the end zone quickly, and be a great target for you? That's every quarterback's dream.
The Broncos offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And this junior tight end is a steady, productive piece of their attack. 4 touchdowns leading them to the W last time out. on the run. It's Riley. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. And send the tight end in motion. He'll try it again. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Back open in the middle. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for room at the 40. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Broncos are flying down the field. The run inside. It's Riley. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number 1, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground as a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
3rd down following the sack by the D. Scanning the field, it's Madsen. He rifles one deep down the right side. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The Broncos, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. That's exactly where the quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people. The defense right now, they have no idea who's getting it next.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Unleashes to the end zone. Fires into the end zone, incomplete.
And this D's given up a lot of yards, and it looks like a failed possession. But right here, they get a chance to save it. Nice job. They're forcing a passing 3rd and goal situation here. Got to stay sticky to these wide receivers. One more down, and it would look like a really bad possession can turn into a field goal and a win for this defense.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. He had a head of steam working, but he'll be stopped just inches short of the score.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Bob.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Boise State.
And I love it. This offense is making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job.
There he goes. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. Just a short pass to the tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he'll be smacked to the ground. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3 from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Let's take a look at how these quarterbacks have fared in the early going after the first period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The option, the keeper, breaks into the open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Solid run on the last play, sets this offense up on first down. On the run, it's Riley. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Man, what a break on the football. He read that the whole way. He just couldn't finish it. You know he saw the end zone. He saw the grass in front of him to break on that and maybe take it to the house, but just a missed opportunity.
Punt is in the air. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Western Michigan ready to get things going right now on offense. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Trying to impose their will with the run. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll move the tight end. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now, after the sack, there is a man still down. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. After that sack, the offensive line better get its stuff together. Stuff, you know what I mean by stuff. Third down. Running into the open space. Finding some room. Picks up the first down. Touchdown, Western Michigan. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work. And over 100 yards on the first half, that big, explosive play, that will do it. That will get you almost there. When you get handed off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. That's caught. It's Terry. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Broncos in a good spot here with second and short. Fires to the tight end. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Riley. Turning it on. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And finally, we see a little bit of that, which we talked about coming into this football game. Like, we highlighted him. He's a really good football player. They're going to feature him. He's going to make big plays. Today, the defense has absolutely shut him down. That was actually his longest carry of the day. They're going to need more of that from this offense.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Broncos will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Let's go down to the sideline and holler.
Hey guys, down here on the Western Michigan sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back
snags it and he's open. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. That last connection left him a little short of the first down, but in perfect spot to attack on 2nd and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Finds a little space. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. To the air, it's Lowry. That's caught. It's Fletcher. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Right on the money. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping, put it out in front of me, I'm getting this first down.
Caught in the backfield, it's Brooks. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Maybe a crease. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Pulls it. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice.
Wide open on the right. And he's finally stopped. A huge pickup on the play, and what a way to carry things into the 2-minute timeout. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Here's a heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
Tight end now in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Riley. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important.
Makes the catch, and he's free. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And now the Broncos call their first of 3 timeouts. Going to run it. It's Riley. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Madsen. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He's not going to get there. The defense was sure tackling to stop him a few yards short.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
The run inside. It's Buckley. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And now the Broncos call their first of 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Right back to it. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Timeout taken by Boise State. 2nd time they've stopped the clock here in the half. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And they'll get nothing going on this one either, at least back to the line of scrimmage, but it is 4th down. And with that, the Broncos use their final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Wide open, and it's a foot race. A huge return there, steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions.
Fires toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Slings it downfield. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And that's a frustrating couple plays for this offense. Like, you got the ball in great field position. You are set up to succeed, and 2 straight incompletions. A big third down coming to see if they can maximize this drive.
To the 10. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. Back to throw, it's Madsen. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Man, textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing, you need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. As expected, they're content to run out the clock and go into halftime. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We start with a look in on Purdue, taking on the number 3 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the Boilermakers coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. It evens up their record at 2-2 on the season following a nice home win. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game inside Waldo Stadium. This tight end is enjoying quite the day through 2 quarters. It's amazing how athletic tight ends are now and just how much they're utilized. He's played a starring role in giving them this halftime lead.
And the Broncos will line up to kick off and start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Hey guys, Boise State's head coach told me at the half. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Touchdown, Broncos! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
To the air, it's Lowry. On the move, he fires. Complete to the right. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
That's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with them. Leaves it with the back. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Finds his man. It's Bates. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
The Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Bates. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Madsen. Grab near the marker, it's Wagner. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Broncos will have it 1st and 10. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up here.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Never a doubt. And we're locked up here in the 3rd.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, they're trying to hit the slant, right? That's a bang-bang type play. It's got to happen fast. Good throw. Receiver just couldn't come up with the catch.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Lowry. He wants to go deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Broncos will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Slips through the line. Spinderella. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. And so the Boise State offense comes out to go to work. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Tie ball game as we play in the third quarter. It's 2nd and 10. Got a man. It's Bates. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They boot it away. They call it a coffin quarter kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. 1st and 10 from their own 1, and they really need to create some breathing room. Looking for a gap. It's Buckley. And I think they'll mark him right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't help much with the breathing room, but on the upside, they avoided the safety. All even here in the third quarter as they get set to snap it on 2nd and 10. Right back to the well. And they don't pick up anything right there, but at least they avoid getting tackled in their own end zone. The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Might have a chance. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. And the Broncos getting set on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Buckley. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start of offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag.
Here we go. Ready.
Looking for a man. It's Lowry. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. The Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. Just needs a crack to get a return. Makes a move. And there he goes. Touchdown, Broncos. Stealing a score on special teams. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. I think you're getting the offense, the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. On the move, it's Buckley. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Boise State ready to send out that offense. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
It falls incomplete and will change ends of the field to get things started back up. Heading into the fourth quarter, and both of these running backs have just been outstanding. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking for a man. It's Madsen. Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. Keeps it and gets past the chains. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that third and long.
And how nice is it to just have a quarterback that you believe in, that you can trust, you can put it in his hands on third down to make the right decision.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. He'll toss it. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
To the air on first down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Run in the red zone. It's Riley. That was a huge third down stop, but now the field goal can make it a two-possession game.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
The keeper on the option. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play. Last run didn't get much. Ball's at their own 26. Here's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Lowry. Here's the pressure. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls out.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Buckley. Maybe some room here. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Broncos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Pressure coming. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They're facing a third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pocket breaking down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
It's caught. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Broncos have taken it inside the 20. Back to throw, it's Madsen. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Looking for space. It's Riley. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offenses.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Firing to the right, complete. There he goes. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Broncos heading quickly to the line.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Lowry. Escapes the sack. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to throw again. Fires on the move. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field to catch the defense off guard.
First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. He wants to throw it into the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Fitted in the window for the score. They'll try to tack one more on their score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. As this offense tries to drain the clock, take the play clock down to a fraction of a second. Don't give the defense an inch to breathe. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. Defense calls a timeout. 2:07 remaining on the clock. Interesting strategy here to try to maximize their use of the 2-minute timeout. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Got it in the middle. It's Terry. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. So just 1 second before the clock would have stopped anyway. The defense uses a timeout here, and of course it'll stop again on the next play for the 2-minute timeout. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Broncos decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. On his way back from the 20. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They cut into this lead the last time they had it, and now here in the... And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
You know, for this quarterback late in the game, you just need to have a better concept of the situation. Can't take sacks at this juncture. And I know that the play gets thrown off, the timing's off, and you're forced to roll out, but if nobody's open, either run the ball, get what you can, get out of bounds, or throw that thing away. Can't take negative plays at this point.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Zings it complete to the right. Could not make his way to the corner. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He breaks a tackle. How about knocking him down to stop him short of picking up that first down?
Man, great vision right there, understanding that ball comes out fast. I've got to see it. I got to break on it and go make a tackle. It's fourth down. This defense played with vision, with great conviction. They came up. They made the play on the screen, Palmer. Great discipline by this team.
And they were physical, too. You saw guys defeating blocks and running through the ball and getting an outstanding athlete down on the ground before the first down marker to help win this game. I can't say enough about how well this defense has played in key moments in this one. None bigger, though, than that right there.